I'm Alexander Carpenter, Editor-in-Chief of Spectrum, and I'm here at the Weniger Awards for Excellence with Johnny Thomas, as he's belovedly known around campus at La Sierra University, where he's the Dean of the School of Business. Congratulations. I wanted to ask you, what does excellence mean to you?
So for me, being an academician, it is mastering a subject and taking it to the next level. I love working with teams and putting teams together, empowering them and pushing them to their limits. And that's why we had the success of Students in Free Enterprise, where we took average kids, made them extraordinary, incredible in the marketplace. Adventist kids can do that. I tell people the only thing that I do different is build confidence in them and make them feel like champions, because I know I can make them champions. Sir Robinson said once that the job of a teacher is to discover the talent in every child. And if you can do that, I think we as Adventists can do a great job in educating the next generation.
Well, I'm already inspired listening to you talking about team building. Let me ask you a question. How do you know the team is good?
Good question, Alex. It's by trial and error. When we assemble the first team, there are always going to be people who are misfits. You need to have the courage to move them on or find in them the strength to push them upward. So that comes as almost as an art form. For me, people taught me how to do it in the management world. And so I take those lessons and I try to practice them. And over 40 years, I kind of perfected them to a certain extent.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So I have right now 10 good students. They're superb at the School of Business, the Zapara School of Business. I can empower them with anything, come back and celebrate with them a great event. So that's team building. And if you ever come to the Zapara School of Business, please join me. Make sure you come. We're looking for great students.
Yes, always recruiting.
Always recruiting. I'm the Dean of the Business School.
Well, I've seen your work in person. It is excellent. I want to say congratulations on behalf of the Spectrum community who's familiar with your work at La Sierra and for me personally.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, what does excellence mean to you?
Excellence means, to me, is what I see every day. It's going into the hospital and seeing that every detail is being taken care of for the patients. So it's not just the nursing care or the physician care. It's housekeeping. It's the greeters at the desk to make sure that people feel welcome and that they are coming there. That's really what excellence looks like. We do provide extraordinary care, but it's all of the other pieces with that.
I'll ask you one more question. In Adventist healthcare and Adventism writ large, what are some values that you found were meaningful that helped you pursue this concept of excellence in your own work and influencing institutions to be better as well? Well,
clearly our values at Loma Linda are excellence is one of them, and it's key to what we do, but it's integrity as well. Our mission is to take care of everybody and with excellence. And so it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. We are there to provide the very best care possible.
Well, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As someone, during your talk today, you shared some really personal anecdotes about growing up behind the Iron Curtain and what this means to you personally. How do you define excellence?
I mean, excellence is an important value that is appreciated around the world in different contexts. However, what Adventism brings uniquely to it is that it sees not only as a goal, but more as a tool, so that excellence is something that everybody can achieve. So it's not meritocracy that is reserved only for a few, but faithfulness with what God entrusted us is, for God, excellent. He expects something else from someone who has 2 talents than from someone who has 5 talents. And so all of us can be excellent. So it's doing our best even when nobody sees it or appreciates it. So this is the unique Christian or Adventist contribution to seeing excellence.
You mentioned value in there, and you talked about Adventism. During your address, you also took some time to talk about the difference between excellence and perfection. And that includes some ideas around Adventist theology. I'm curious, since you talked about values, what, as now a leader with an educator's background as well, in administration, what's an important value or a practice that you've seen personally or in others that makes a leader effective?
Definitely excellence is an important one. So if we do a sloppy work, people who don't know much about God or religion are not going to be impressed and see the need to explore and get more acquainted with what we have to offer. So excellence, definitely. Our mission statement as a division says that we provide excellent service to our unions because we work with unions. But of course, as leaders, we need to have the value of honesty, transparency. We need to put excellence in the framework of helping people to grow so that everybody is included. I spoke, and Bonnie mentioned that it touched her very much, that pretension kills community. And so if we use excellence just as an image management or comparison with others, then the weakest are not included, and they need to be included in the body of Christ. There is enough room at the table for everybody.
Well, I love that. Remembering the weakest, like Jesus says, the least of these. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And I wish you the best as you continue your career.
Thank you.
And here is one of the students who received a scholarship for her excellence. Luisa Rodriguez goes to La Sierra University. She's in the graduate program studying counseling. She's also a star athlete. You can guess, basketball player. And I wanted to ask you, what drives you to be excellent both as a student and on the basketball court?
Yeah, I think coming from Brazil as an immigrant, for me, excellence is all about putting your best effort. Like our speaker talked about earlier, it's very much being always your best self. And one of the things I always kept pride on, both academically and in the court, is my work ethic when it comes to giving back to my teammates and also academically, of course. Yeah.
For any students who are watching, do you have any advice that maybe when you want to go out and hang out with your friends or you're thinking about TikTok scrolling?
Yeah.
What kind of made you buckle down and get those grades?
Yeah, I guess for me, it was all about a big part of academics for me is just, that's a good question. I would say just keep going. Like, school is something that's going to give you great opportunities. La Sierra University has given me many opportunities to be excellent and be the best version of myself. And if I didn't put the scrolling on the side and took my time to really focus on getting my grades up, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I guess just stay resilient and give yourself a chance.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's been great. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Dr. Burton is the director of the Center for Adventist Research. He's also a professor of history at the seminary. And he received, on behalf of his organization, a $10,000 gift from one of the awardees to benefit the Center for Adventist Research.
Yep.
Can you talk about what that gift means in terms of your work? What will that do for you?
Yeah, sure. So the Center for Adventist Research, as you know, is an archive. We have one of the best collections of Adventist historical material in the world. And getting this grant is going to allow us to help make a lot of these materials more readily available. And so we're going to be using it to digitize a lot of content, including stuff that impacts or is related to students and their work, like the student movement is going to be digitized, the entire thing, for example. There's a host of other things as well. But we're excited about the opportunity to be able to get more materials available, and this will be freely accessible to everyone around the world. So.
That's great. And one more question for you.
Yeah.
As an Adventist historian, what does excellence mean in kind of a practical sense in terms of historiography and the other ways that you think about what you do as a professional?
Sure. I think it's about getting the best data you can to answer the questions that you ask about history, to also use the best methods and theories so that you can critically interrogate the past and see what has happened, and then how can that be relevant for us today, I think is critical as well. And so tying all of those things into a nice little package to where we can provide data and information and stories about our past so that we can move forward with greater integrity, I think is a good approach to history. So excellence, I think, is about doing all of those things in a way that is meaningful and relevant to the moment we're living in now.
Well, congratulations. Spectrum is a big fan of your work, and this is a credit to all the great thinking and researching that you've been doing.
Thank you.
So, congrats.
Appreciate it so much. Yeah, thank you so much.